In the home my fiancé, Ethan, and I were setting up for our marriage, there was a photo of him and his ex-girlfriend, Vivian. When I confronted Ethan about it, he told me to stop making a scene. I walked out without hesitation, and Ethan fell apart. I clutched the cold keys tightly, standing at the door of Ethan's new apartment. This was the day my fiancé and I were finally moving in together, the fresh start I had been longing for. I pushed the door open. The bright living room was immaculate and upscale, the faint scent of coffee lingering in the air. Everything seemed perfect. But just as I was carefully unpacking, filled with hope, a photo on the nightstand stung my eyes. In it, Ethan was smiling, a warm, uninhibited smile I had never seen before, intimately holding a stranger. My heart sank, as if dropping into an icy abyss. "Who is this?" My voice trembled, barely a whisper. Ethan poked his head out of the kitchen, coffee in hand, a gentle smile on his face that I couldn't read. "Oh, her? Just an old friend. Nothing special." His casual tone felt like a knife twisting in my chest. My breath hitched, my blood boiling. I stared at the smile in the photo. She was a stranger, yet she seemed to hold a clearer, more important place in his heart than I did. "You put this photo on the nightstand? For me to see? Why didn't you put it away?" My voice had suppressed anger and a deep sense of powerlessness. Ethan paused, finally turning around. Hands in his dress pants pockets, he looked down at me, his eyes full of impatience. "Put it away? Why?" he asked back, his voice dripping with cold disdain, as if my question were ridiculous. My heart tightened, my knuckles turning white as I clenched my fists. I pointed at the bed, my voice rising involuntarily. "That is our wedding bed. What exactly do you take me for?" Ethan's lips curled into a cold sneer. He walked over, picked up the frame, and his long fingers gently caressed the woman in the photo, as if touching the world's most precious treasure. The tenderness in that moment was something I, his fiancé, had never received. Then, casually but cruelly, he spat out, "It's a memento. She's important to me." Boom. My mind went blank. It felt like thunder exploded in my ears, freezing me in place. The extreme contrast between his tenderness for her and his coldness toward me shredded my dignity. In his heart, I didn't even measure up to a photograph. I choked, my throat feeling stuffed with cotton, unable to make a sound. Humiliation and heartache washed over me like a tide, drowning me completely. Just then, a servant knocked on the door. "Sir, breakfast is ready." Ethan looked unfazed. He placed the frame back on the nightstand with care and solemnity, as if returning a sacred relic to its place. He adjusted his collar and walked away. He didn't even look at me again, leaving only cold words behind. "Let's go. Don't block the way." The door closed, leaving only my pale, bloodless face and that photo, shining brighter than anyone, mocking me in silence. In the dim morning light, I left that familiar mansion, covered in cold humiliation. Ethan's words, "She's important," cut into my heart like a dull knife.